Hello, welcome listening to 180 News. I am Akash. Saradha chit fund scam is the scam that has rocked the TMC for years now. Let's be very honest about it. And Mamata Banerjee and her party has been saying on time and again that their party has no involvement. But the CBI, who is probing into the matter, has come up with a very interesting revelation. And to talk to me more about this thing, I have Vicky Nanjappa with me on the show, who has written an article about this revelation that the CBI has come forward with. So, Vicky, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Akash.
So, Vicky, first of all, I just want to ask you this thing that I read your article, and very specifically, you told in the article that how the Saradha scam was actually helping the TMC. So, first of all, I just want to know, how was it all happening?
See, Akash, there was always this, the scam broke out. It broke out, when the TMC came to power. In fact,
right.
In fact, if you see the leaders who've been arrested, with Mukul Roy being questioned, and then Madan Mitra being arrested, and then a lot of officials also being arrested at around the same time who are part of the TMC administration.
Right.
It all goes on to show that that. This is not some kind of a political vendetta that, some government has come to power and wants to blame the TMC for being part of the scam.
Right.
Now, what the thing is, the extent of the scam that they've all gone into. If you see, even Kunal Ghosh, when he makes this statement, saying that, how the TMC had, in fact helped, how the TMC had helped Saradha, and how Saradha, the group, the head of Saradha, who picked up the painting from Mamata Banerjee. So these are all, small starts.
Right.
So the other part of the allegation was that, what he had basically assured the TMC was that, before the 2014 election, you should know that even Mamata Banerjee was one candidate for Prime Minister, one of the many, many candidates.
Right.
She, in fact, may have not openly said it, but, she was also definitely nurturing her ambition.
Mm-hmm.
So there, what Saradha does is that, what they do is that they say that we will pick up, news channels and newspapers left, right, and center, and then we will project you as the prime ministerial candidate.
Right.
So this was the plan. Now this, was something that any an alleged scamster or an alleged mastermind would do, so that politicians bite the bait.
Right.
Now the thing is, a very specific link of how this money has gone and reached them. It's all started, when the CBI sent a notice around a couple of months back to the TMC, asking them for details of the donations they've got from this company called as Trinetra.
Okay.
Which I mentioned in the story today,
right.
Trinetra. Now, what it was found is that, the CBI has gone and then, it has conducted raids at Trinetra. It has also conducted raids at two management companies, basically. Okay. So I'll just come to that, how these management companies come into the picture. Plus, it had also sought account details from the Trinamool Congress about 21 bank accounts of theirs.
Okay.
The CBI wanted to check into. But initially, what had happened was the TMC refused to part with those details, and finally they did manage to get.
Right.
And then what was seen was that these two management companies were basically, kind of fronts which were put up by Saradha Group.
Okay.
One. Now, to make a transaction between Saradha Group and the TMC, the political party, directly.
Right.
Now, that basically is you're leaving things in the open. That's
right.
So what was discovered was that Saradha continuously kept putting in money through these two management firms.
Okay.
Which in turn transferred that money to Trinetra. And Trinetra made this political contribution to the TMC.
Okay.
So then what happened was, once they have, found this link, basically, they called in 3 employees of the Trinetra group, the company, and they questioned them. And they have actually admitted before the CBI saying, yes, 7.4 crores was transferred as a political donation ahead of the 2014 Lok Sabha election.
Okay.
So this is how the link works.
Between the Saradha scam and the TMC.
Correct. That's how it adds up.
Right.
See, there may be many arguments. Saradha didn't make the payment directly, but that's never the case in any scam. They will always go through,
of course, various other different, ways to entertain the political party.
Exactly.
Right.
Now, this also brings up another interesting thing about the whole scam is that this is one part of the story. Okay, that how much of a political. While these are, good enough points to, show the political involvement in the scam.
Right.
There are various other instances where the CBI has come out to show that, the government was in fact, government of the day was in fact involved in it.
Okay.
When the Saradha scam broke out, and then, there was a hue and cry by the investors.
Right.
And that's when, there was a policy decision taken by the government,
Mm-hmm.
the Trinamool-led government,
Right.
that, we will pull out money and then we will pay off the investor.
Okay.
No, you can't do that. That's not done at all. How are you, because how only relating to Saradha money have you pulled? Have you, what you're basically doing is, somebody comes, carries out a scam, then you tax the taxpayers.
Okay.
And you pay them back.
So basically, it's a win-win situation for the government.
Exactly. So that at that time, so they wanted to scuttle it. That is one thing. And then also the more interesting thing about this whole, this whole modus operandi where, they transfer money to 2 to 3 fronts. What is going to come out next is whether the same channel was used to route the money out of the country also. That's because there's a lot of money which is out of the country. There's money, found in Saudi. There's money found in Kuwait.
Right.
And, a couple of other countries also, the Enforcement Directorate as well as the CBI has found that trail, basically.
Right.
They have found. So this will help them go further there.
So definitely Saradha scam is not only going to help the CBI to investigate the money that is coming inside the country, but also which is actually going outside the country.
Yeah. So that, you can, send in a request, basically, and then, you get the money back. Because, at the end of it, Akash, while political parties who have played a part in this scam definitely need to be, punished for it, or, as per the law.
Right.
There's also another very important aspect is that the investor who has lost his money needs to get his money back also.
That's true.
That's one thing. And that's why, I'm very, very appreciative of a gesture by, Mr. Mithun Chakravarti, who was questioned in the scam and given a clean chit. And then he, in fact, he returned that check of 1.75 crore to the CBI.
Right.
Saying, you give it off to the investor. I just, wish that, because the ultimate goal should be that the common man should get his money back.
That's true. Let's hope that the CBI investigated further and, more and more people who are involved in this case are brought to the law. Well, on that note, thank you very much, Vicky, for coming on the show.
Thanks, Akash. Thank you
very
so much.
So that was Vicky Najapa with me talking about the new revelation in the Saradha chit fund scam. And of course, people have been talking about, there has been allegations saying that there is a direct connection between the scam and the TMC. And of course, right now on this show, we had a conversation, Vicky, and he just, plain out told that how Saradha was helping Mamata Banerjee in term of Lok Sabha election 2014. Well, that's all for now. But for more news and updates, log on to our YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/OneIndiaNews.